Overdue.
Okay, ready?
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Maggie McDaniel and I work at the Plainfield Library, and welcome to my book talk. This month and next month I'm going to talk about a couple of books that are interesting to me because they're based on the experiences of the author's grandmothers. The first book I'm going to talk about this month is Some Luck by Jane Smiley, and it's based on her grandparents' experiences as Midwestern farmers in the United States. And then next month I'm going to talk about a Jojo Moyes book called Ship of Brides. Jojo Moyes' grandmother Jojo Moyes is a British author, and her grandmother traveled from Australia to Great Britain right after World War II as an Australian war bride. And these are the two books I'm going to talk about for the next couple of months. The first one, by Jane Smiley, is what's going to be the first of a trilogy, and she's planning on calling her trilogy The Last 100 Years. And the story starts in 1920, and each chapter is a separate year, and it goes from 1920 until 1953. And it's about an Iowan farm family, Walter and Rosanna Langdon, a young farm couple who purchase a plot of land in Iowa and set up a farm right after World War I. And Walter is a World War I veteran. And it's actually the story of their lives. It starts with Walter plowing his fields with two horses. Eventually he buys a tractor, and his family is sort of dragged kicking and screaming through the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, World War II. He has many children, and the story basically focuses on his oldest son, Frank. Frank is born just as the novel begins. He has many siblings. He has grandparents from both sides who live close by, many aunts and uncles, the nearby close town, little country school, little fundamental Protestant church. It's just a story of the American Midwest and what happens to this family. Jane Smiley's been around a long time. She won the Pulitzer Prize back in 1992 with yet another story about an Iowa farm called 1,000 Acres. And she has a really Midwestern way of telling a story. There are triumphs and tragedies. There are births and deaths. There are high corn prices and low corn prices. But she tells her story in just a non-dramatic, straightforward, salt-of-the-earth Midwestern way. And her book left me very anxious for the second in the trilogy. I can't wait to see what happens to Frank and his brothers and sisters as they go through the Cold War and into the latter half of the 20th century. This book, Some Luck, by Jane Smiley.